Hello YouTubers, this is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I'm back with another pick a card or pick a deck reading. Today's question is, it's no contact reading. How does your person feel? What are they thinking of you, and what do they want from you? So during this period of no contact, what is the person thinking, feeling, or wanting from you? Now, this is deck number 1, number 2, and number 3. While you're choosing your deck, I will say that this is not a personal reading and will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. It just means that the reading is for somebody else today. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, my information is down there in the description box below. If you want oils or crystals or anything that I have in my shop, you can go pop over to my shop and see what's there. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate, and comment. All those things help me stay motivated to make you guys more videos in the future. Now, again, deck number 1 is Rich Witch, deck number 2 is the Healer, and deck number 3 is Better Business Oil. If you need more time, pause the video, but otherwise I'm going to get started with deck number 1. So, deck number 1. During this time of new communication, how does your person feel about you? What do they want from you? What are they thinking? Please remember that these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. It just means that the reading is for somebody else today. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, my contact information is in the description box below. Back in there. During this time of communication, how does your person feel about you? One. Feeling, what do they want? So what are they thinking of you during this time of no communication? What are they thinking of you? Alright, so during this time of no communication, what are they thinking, wanting? Alright, so what do they feel? Messenger of Earth. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but I'm looking at this very beautiful young woman. And you might look like this person, you might not. I think that they feel that things have been definitely like slowed way down, and they're not really like moving very far in one direction or the other one. I kind of feel like they still have feelings for you. I think that they feel that you are this person, just beautiful and gorgeous and stable and like, you know, independent really. Just kind of moving on about your business. But I also feel like they're just kind of sitting there not progressing. They're not really doing a whole lot of anything. So they're just kind of sitting there doing this. But they're seeing you as this beautiful person on this card. Somebody who is just kind of going on about your business, really. Maybe you're just continuing to work on yourself, or you're continuing to just do what you want to do. But I'm kind of seeing this as you being very beautiful. Just very beautiful on this card here. So they still have feelings for you. They're stable feelings. They're not really going anywhere. What do they want? Got the Justice card, the Six of Fire, and the Three of Air. but I think it was like this. So I think they want to come out of this heartbreak and move into a state where they're more balanced. This is the Three of Swords. This person is heartbroken. And they're stagnant. They're stagnating in heartbreak. But what they want is to move victoriously out of this into a state where they are balanced. Because this is the scales. This is the Lady of Justice. This is somebody who brings balance, who brings justice. And maybe they feel like if it's a divorce, they feel like the proceedings aren't moving fast enough. So they want them to move quickly so that you guys can either get divorced or get back together. But whatever. They want to come out of heartbreak. They just want to stop feeling heartbroken and move out of that. And if you guys are getting divorced, they want to heal from that and move away from that and kind of keep going forward instead of going backward, but they want the proceedings to end. If it's not divorce, they kind of just still want to move out of being heartbroken. Whatever your situation is, this person is heartbroken and they want to move into a state of being more balanced. I kind of feel like they're really, really off balance right now. And they want to make things equal out so they don't have to worry about maybe it was money or emotional balance. They just want to move back into a state where they are balanced. What are they thinking? Maybe they're thinking of, some of them are thinking of starting over with you. These could be apologies, but they definitely are kind of showing up to me as messages. For some of you who are getting divorced and you have children, they want to see their kids. That might be the most heartbreaking thing, is that you are not talking to them and they want to see their kids. They want to talk to their children and they feel like you're blocking them from doing that. But otherwise, Page of Water and Page of Earth. These are like messages, apologies, and like starting over here. Because this is the Knight of Earth and this is the Page of Earth. So the page evolves into the Knight. They kind of want to start over. And it could just be financially and emotionally that they're not balanced and they want to get that together so that they can move on, really. I'm not really seeing them they're not doing too bad, but they still are kind of stuck on this and they want to move forward and start over. Excuse me. But yeah. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys. If you need a personal reading or more information on this reading, you can contact me through email and I can get your reading to you in about 3 days. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip and donate, and comment, and pop over to my shop if you want any of these oils. It's deck number 2. You guys are the healer. During this time of no communication, what does your person want? Feel, want, think. Please remember that these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone. Excuse me, and that's okay. I've got hiccups now. No big deal, it just means that the reading is for somebody else. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you can contact me through email and I can get right on that for you. It'll probably be about 2 or 3 days before you get your reading. How does your person during this time of no communication feel about you? How do they feel about you? What does the person that you're not talking to right now want from you? What does your person want from you? And what does the person that you're not talking to right now think of you? Alright, so we're going to just turn them all over. What do they feel? What do they want? And what do they think? Alright, so we're going to start with feel. During this time of no communication, what are they feeling? You got partnerships and alliances, accelerated motion, and moving on. When I get this card, I always get the feeling that it should be called the time to move on, because he's got this watch in his hand and he's going out the door, so he's like, it's time to go. Time to move on, time to evolve, time to start over somewhere else, do something else elsewhere. This person might have actually moved on into a different relationship already. So, what are they feeling about you? It's like you're kind of someone that they're moving away from. Someone they're moving on from and kind of leaving behind. Because they're kind of moving really quickly into another relationship with somebody else. I kind of feel like maybe they didn't deal with everything that they needed to deal with in the relationship with you. Like, they hopped out of the relationship with you and right into one with somebody else. And they should have taken more time to heal themselves, but it doesn't matter. And what it looks like is that they're just moving into another partnership kind of quickly. They're like, okay, well, that's over. Well, time for me to do something else. The best way to get over the death of an old dog is to buy a new puppy. Is kind of like the mentality they've got right now. And what do they want? This, for some of you, this person wants to move back into the relationship with you. Like, they want to just stop the fighting and the drama with you and move back into a relationship with you. Now, on the other hand, that's not very many of you. On the other hand, this person is just kind of like starting something else somewhere else. They just want to move on. They have like the energy of a Leo who has a bit of a narcissistic issue, where they're just kind of like, they're one person one day, another person the next, kind of like bipolar, and they're like, I just well, that relationship's over, let's move on to something else and hide the pain from the last relationship on the inside and just move on to another one, pretending like I'm good, pretending like they're okay, and they're just kind of like, this person seems like a serial dater or a serial relationshipist, where they just kind of they just hop in and out of situations without really, they don't go very deep. It's like a very superficial kind of feeling from this person that I'm getting. What are they thinking of you? Some of them are definitely, though, thinking of they want to start over. But I think you'll be able to take it how it resonates with you. Like, if you know this person has like a long string of relationships, then you know that they're the one who is, starting over for somebody else, just hopping into a new one. With no real plans of healing the past. But for others of you, you'll know if this person didn't really have a whole lot of past relationships, or the ones they had were kind of deep, then you'll know that you're the other set. So there's two different storylines going on here. So the way they're thinking, some of them are thinking that you were their destiny. For some of you, this is like a twin flame pile, where this to me always kind of speaks twin flame, because they're two halves coming together as one. And the Destiny card is the Wheel of Fortune, in the original Rider-Waite's Road deck, but here I kind of read it as destiny, as things fade to happen, as things like written before you even got here, it's like written in the stars and stuff. And this is the Four of Pentacles. So it's like they're still holding on to you because they feel like you are their destiny. For some of them, for the other set, for some of you, okay, give me just 1 second to get myself together because there are so many messages right now. But for the first set, where this person wants to come back, they want to move out of the difficulties, they want to come back and start over with you because they feel like you're their destiny, you're their twin flame or their soulmate, and maybe you aren't necessarily, but they feel like you are. They want you to be, they think you are, they think you're their soulmate, and they're holding on to you, and they want to come back, back around again, back around the wheel again. Now, the other set, this person's a serial dater. They want to just kind of move out of the drama, move away from you, just continue to move into the future, start over with somebody else because they are kind of a narcissist, or they just don't have the capacity to have a deep relationship, so they're starting over somewhere else, and they're just kind of like changing. They're changing. Well, I just keep hearing changing, but they're just changing it so that they justify what happened in the past and they don't have to deal with it too deeply. So they are kind of holding back still, but they're moving forward into other things. So this to me just speaks of not a deep relationship at all, because it indicates a person who is holding back, and they are holding back in the relationship with you, and they're going to continue to hold back and move forward here without really dealing with anything or getting too deep into anything, and that irritates me to even see in these cards, because I'm like, dude, this shit is going to catch up with you one day, and you can't keep doing this. You can't do this to people, and you can't keep doing it to yourself. So, anyway, that's basically what I'm getting. I got 2 different storylines, like it's the exact opposite. For somebody, this person wants to come back in. They want to start over again. They want to rush back into your life, but maybe you blocked them so thoroughly that they don't have any way to really communicate with you. And on the other end, this person is just going to continue to kind of float through life, hurting people, hurting themselves, but not really like being self-aware enough to deal with the issues. So that's what I got for pile number 2. Hope that resonated. Actually, I really hope that you guys, didn't have to experience the bad part of that. But that was somebody outside. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, and donate, and comment below. Pop over to my shop if you want oils that you see in this video. And if you need to contact me really for any reason, my information is down there. And I think my reading prices are down there too. So deck number 3. You guys are better business oil. Question is, well, it's actually 3 questions, isn't it? It's like 3 questions. So the first question is, during this time of no communication, how does your person feel about you? Please remember that these are not personal readings and will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. No big deal. It just means that the reading is for somebody else today, my friend. If you need a personal reading that only resonates with you, you can contact me through my email, and I can get back to you in probably about 2 to 3 days right now. So how does your person feel about you during this time of no communication? How do they feel about you? Page of Air. Why did I turn that over? Oh well, it's over now. What do they want from you during this time of no communication? a lot of air energy. It's all kind of turning over here. Okay, so the third question is, what are they thinking? And generally, I don't take these cards. I'm not taking those because I wasn't even finished asking the question. But if I'm like, these cards are big. So most of the time I don't take flippers unless I'm told to take flippers and jumpers and stuff like that. So if you see me taking them sometimes and not taking them sometimes, my spirit friends are telling me what to do here to give you an accurate and concise reading. Question number 3 is, what is your person thinking about you during this time of no communication? Oh, okay. This person is actually not having a good time. Like, just looking at the cards that I see, most of these fuckers are air cards, which are mental energy, which is kind of like, you know, hard to pin down. And it's like a lot of thoughts going on here. So how do they feel about you during this time of no communication? How do they feel about you? They feel like I kind of get that you guys might have had a big, like, blowout, breakdown, end of all relationship kind of fight here. And they think that you're kind of healing from that and moving on. I'm doing this backwards. This is the first thing that I was looking at. This is the Tower card. Archangel Shamael, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. Balance. Archangel Zadkiel, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. And the Queen of Water, which I feel like is you. Tender-hearted, empathic, patient, loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. So I kind of feel like this person sees you as the Queen of Water. And interestingly, the life experience card here, it's like that happened. You guys had a fight. They're thinking about the fight. They're thinking about the bad things that happened in the situation that you guys were in. And they're like seeing you move on. I do believe this person is actually like watching you. They're like actually watching you move on. And even if you like block them or something, they're still watching you move on. Like legitimately the Knight of Earth is here watching these cards over here. So it's like they're still thinking about, because this is air energy, they're still thinking about the breakdown, the fight, the split up, the separation or whatever. And they're like seeing you move on. Because I'm seeing you with the balance card. So you're here like healing yourself, finding your balance, and, you know, doing what you need to do to move forward and leave all of this behind. And they're sitting here like legitimately in the middle of the reading watching you do it. So I feel like in actual life they're like watching your social media or whatever you might do. Some of you might be on YouTube, some of you might be on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Even if you're not on social media, they're like Googling your name. Some of them might be paying for those background check things you can get from some of these sites. So I kind of feel like that's kind of what's going on in their thoughts. They're thinking of the terrible thing that happened, and they're thinking of what they're seeing on your social media. Like I feel like you're moving on. You're like, no thank you, goodbye, I'm done. You choose not to see the things from my perspective, therefore I'm just leaving. And they're thinking these things. They're seeing you move away. So, what do they want? Since the Ten of Earth is at the end of the pile, it was like this. The Ten of Earth is at the end. The first card here is the Three of Air, which is great sadness. Take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. I feel like they want to move into this Ten of Earth. And since I asked about you, I think they want to move out of the heartbreak regarding you into this Ten of Earth, which reads a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So I think this person wants to move out of the difficulties. They want to do these things with great speed. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. So I feel like this person wants to move out of heartbreak, move quickly into Ten of Earth, which is a stable legacy regarding a family life. This person wants to come back around and like retrieve what they feel like they've lost here. And the creative solutions on here, the first thing I thought when I heard that was they're getting creative to get around the blocks that you put in the way there. So if you block them on Facebook, maybe they get a second profile to see your profile, or they're watching you through a second profile. This person is crafty, but you're a queen and they're a knight. So they still haven't evolved. Even if they move from being a page to being a knight, they haven't become a king yet. And they haven't become the emperor either. So they're just kind of like moving very, very slowly to become mature enough to really handle you. So they're not even, they want you to come back, but they're not ready for you to come back. It's like their eyes are too big for their stomach. They see you, they want you, they would gobble you up, but then they couldn't eat everything. This is a weird analogy. I know, I'm sorry if it's disturbing. I apologize. I just thought about that. Like, that's just weird. But, I mean, they want to take you in and be around you, but they're not prepared to be with you as who you are. Queen of Water. So, how do they feel? Page of Air, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays, or changes to plans. Truth delivered without tact. I feel like something unexpected. They didn't expect this to happen. Like, they might not have even expected to love you. And then they fucked up when they did, you know. So they're having an issue really even digesting what happened. Like, they're having a hard time still dealing with the Tower card. So they're feeling very challenged and like really unable to deal with it. They're having a hard time dealing with it. They might have evolved a little bit from the page to the knight, but they're still like, some of them are just like those little people who are like, oh, how dare you? How could you? Even though they fucked up, they're looking at you like it's your fault, and they're asking you, how could you do this to me? Baby, you took that shovel and put yourself in that hole, not me. That's kind of what I'm getting from you. Like, you're like, I didn't do anything to you. You did it to yourself, and it's your own fault. And that's what I'm getting from your energy as the Queen of Cups. You're like, look, I'm not dealing with your bullshit. I'm leaving. And they're like, how dare you leave me, even though they're the ones that fucked you over. Anyway, feelings. Knight of Earth. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. And the World card. Archangel Michael. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. How are they feeling? On the original card, there's a lady here in the middle, and then she's got this ring around her. I always, when I get that somebody is spying on somebody else, I'm feeling like the person in the middle is a target. Like somebody targeting someone else. So I feel like they're trying to send all of their, like, negative energy towards you and target you there. But they're not happy. Just short answer. They're not happy about this separation. They don't like that you're moving away from them. They really just want to stay. They don't want you to go. They want you to come back so that you guys can, like, reconnect and basically just fall back. They want you to fall back into line, basically. It's like you're the one that got away, And even though you're probably good to them and wonderful to them and loving to them, they can't figure out how to give it back. They're like, they want you to come back, but they don't know how to maintain you or maintain a relationship with you, so that it's a healthy relationship for both of you. This person probably has a long-standing, like, way of thinking that is getting in the way of them having a good, healthy relationship with anyone. But that's what they want. They want this 10 of Earth. They want a good, healthy, loving relationship. I'm hearing traditional relationship. And they might have been able to have that with you, but they can't get their shit together long enough to have this with you. They can't get their head out of their own ass long enough to have this with you. Now, these 3 cards together would be a beautiful relationship. If this person could get their shit together. But since these cards aren't necessarily together, you know, respectively here, if that makes sense, they're just watching you move on. Yep. So that's basically it. I hope that made sense to you guys. I definitely do see that there is some big breakdown, blowout, fight or something that came, like when you guys came apart, you really came apart. You didn't just crack. You guys shattered apart. So that's what I'm seeing here. Hope it made some sense to you. If it resonated, comment below. Even if it didn't resonate, comment below, but definitely be respectful or you're going to get blocked and reported. So I really hope that you guys find what you want out of life. Kind of proud of you guys for blocking and not talking to that person, because that person has their own personal issues they need to work out with somebody. I hope that you like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, and comment. All those things help me stay motivated to make you guys more videos in the future. That's not really what I wanted to say. I really hope that you get what you want out of life. That's what I wanted to say, but that's what came out of my mouth. So, if you need a personal reading, my information is down there in the description box below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Be good. Take care of yourself.